Warm welcome to the Chillventa eSpecial Roundtable Intelligent and Digital Products for the Refrigeration and HVAC industry from ZIEHL-ABEGG. My name is Moritz Krämer. I'm Head of Product Management for the product area Electronics and Motors in ZIEHL-ABEGG. Intelligent and digital products, two buzzwords that are often used in new product presentations and as well in times when we had standard, normal standard exhibitions. These two words you found often on several booths. But what does intelligent and digital product mean for fans? How can a fan intelligent and digital? The basic job of a fan is to move air. This roundtable should give answers and should show you the available solutions we have on hand already, and also what are the next developments in this field. Let's have a look on the available motor technologies used for fans, starting from a standard voltage controlled AC fan over the first EC fans, which were simply controlled by a 0 to 10 volt analog signal, to the latest generation of ZAbluegalaxy motors from ZIEHL-ABEGG. If you have a look on the new generation of ZAbluegalaxy, then you can recognize that there's already a lot of technology and intelligence integrated in the fan. We have sensors, for example, for temperature, vibrations, so we can monitor the health condition of the fan. And with the future algorithms we have in the pipeline, we also will be able to monitor the complete system just by the values coming from the motor. But it's not only the sensors we have in the data we have in the product, it's as well very important that you have the communication interface, the connectivity to interact with other components in the system. Therefore, we have several communication interfaces integrated in the product. The standard communication system is Modbus, which we have as a standard integrated. But if there is a demand for other communication systems, like for example the Ethernet-based bus systems, then we have the option to upgrade your fan for this requirement. If you do a service or commissioning of a fan, you want to do this in a very easy way. And therefore, most of the people have smartphone on hand. It's essential that you get access by an app to the product. Therefore, we have integrated a Bluetooth interface to our new ZAbluegalaxy motors that you can get access in a very easy way. If you want to do a system monitoring independent from your location, from the time, then you need to bring the data from the motor to the cloud. You need to bring the motor to the cloud. Independently for which communication interface you decide, there's always a way to bring the data through this to the cloud platform, ZAbluegalaxy. So you see a very wide range we have here for this topic. Therefore, we have a team here to have a view from different points on this topic. There we have Stephan Borg, Product Manager for Electronics and Motors. He's responsible for the ZAbluegalaxy cloud platform. He can give you the latest status about the availability and about the first pilot projects. Alfredo Rodríguez is Global Key Account Manager in ZIEHL-ABEGG. He can give insights how the big customers are using the new ZAbluegalaxy motors and how they use the new functionality we have there inside. Rittmann, Project Engineer for Asia in ZIEHL-ABEGG. He's supporting our subsidiaries in Asia and our customers with his technical knowledge, and he will give also in this roundtable his insights. Target of this, or we want to have this roundtable that we have really an interactive discussion. Therefore, we are also open to answer your questions. Please use therefore the chat function to place your questions, that we can bring them to the discussion. So let's start with an EasyBlue presentation from Stephan Borg that you are in the picture, what is the current status of EasyBlue and the functionality.
Yes, thank you very much for the introduction, Moritz. So our new EC fans or EC motors have been in the market for now over more than a year, and many customers use it as of today. On the one hand, we still kept all the good features of our previous versions. So our new systems are really still a plug-and-play system for our customer. So what does this mean? There is an integrated EC electronic as well as motor protection. So from installation purposes, it all stays the same, and for the customer, it's very easy. The new motors are even more reliable than the previous one because we have looked into different markets, different applications, and we really designed the new motors according to the highest environmental standards. So therefore, we can also meet IP55 protection in a standard case. Furthermore, the products have been very flexible and will be in the future even more. So we have very wide voltage ranges so that we can use the products also on a global base. Even more, we have now an flexible I/O system. So that means we are able to plug in different kinds of module that we actually meet the specific customer requirements. What does this mean also is that Moritz already explained earlier that we have now a standard Modbus communication in all our new motors. Furthermore, we can still offer other bus systems like CAN, like Profibus, or even the Ethernet-based communication interfaces like Profinet or EtherCAT, especially in the machinery business. And I think we are also the only fan manufacturer which is able to implement an optional Bluetooth interface, which can be just plug into the motor if it's required. Furthermore, the motors are designed in a way that it has the highest possible efficiency, so we can also meet IE5 classification level. So to say, the motors, I would say they are Industry 4.0 IoT ready. The motors itself, they have many already integrated sensors like temperature, speed, power consumption, as well as a 3x MEMS sensor that we can measure the vibration. So not only you can communicate and control the fans via the bus communication, you can also get tons of data out of it to really get a benefit in your system. So additionally, it's a future-proof processor system implemented so that we have also the possibilities to even increase the functionality in the future.
Okay, Stephan. We have decided to bring a Bluetooth interface to our EasyBlue motors to get access with a smartphone to the products. There are also other technologies in the market available, for example, the near-field communication interface. Can you shortly explain why we have decided to go for the Bluetooth interface?
Yeah, sure. So there are tons of different techniques, more or less, to get wireless communication. So before developing our current offering, we also looked at NFC, at Wi-Fi, and also Bluetooth. But in our opinion, Bluetooth is the best possible solution in that case, because if you have NFC connection, you really have to be right at the fan itself, and you only have like 10 centimeters where you can actually put your phone next to the fan. And in most cases, if we talk about a chiller, for example, it's on 2 meters, 2 meters 50 height, and you most likely need a, I don't know, some kind of construction around it that you even get up to it. So it's much more easier to use the Bluetooth instead of any other technique.
Kai, we have seen during the presentation that we have now a lot of features integrated in the EasyBlue. The key question is now how these new features are acknowledged by our customers. Can you give us insight? What were the first feedbacks from our customers in Asia for this?
For sure. We started to introduce this motor in different ways like exhibitions, roadshows or meetings. The feedback was always the same, quite positive. The customers liked the new features and appreciated it. As the fans will be more and more integrated into systems like BMS or other systems, the standard Modbus communication is a big benefit. The possibility to use the motors along with additional Bluetooth sticks or use it with other interfaces is a good advantage as well. Stephan has already spoken about new features. All those features helps the customer service teams to detect problems quite early to prevent possible shutdowns. We can combine our EasyBlue motors with different high-efficient impellers from ZIEHL-ABEGG. For example, the ZABluegalaxy fin or the FE2 OLED. The customer can use the motors and its new functions in a lot of different applications like refrigeration, transformer cooling, agriculture, and much, much more.
Alfredo, what was the feedback from our big OEM customers when we introduced the new EasyBlue to the market?
Well, in my experience here, I have to agree with Kai. Our new products, especially the second generation of Easy motors, have been very well received in the market, especially when they are combined with our impellers. I can give you the example of some customers who are in the air handling unit market. And the combination of the new impeller, the ZABluegalaxy fin in composite material with a second generation Easy motor, have brought these customers into a new level of high efficiencies, which have helped them to become really successful in the market. And regarding the wireless functions, here, to be honest, we have received a lot of success. In the beginning, I was surprised by this. In some cases, the wireless function or the Bluetooth connection has proven to be the unique selling point with some customers and with some projects. The reason why we have had this success is because our customers like very much the idea of plug-and-play solutions, and the Bluetooth stick, it's a simple and really effective solution. And as Stephan mentioned, at the end of the day, we are the only fan manufacturer that can offer this option.
Okay, it's very good feedback from the market that our customers welcome these new functions and that they also make use out of them. But development will not stop. It's also some new developments we have in the pipeline. Stephan, can you give us there an update? What are the next steps we have in the pipeline?
Yeah, so currently our product portfolio, which offers this kind of functionality, is based on our fans and impellers and motors starting about 1 kilowatt power. And our goal is to really extend this product offering. So we also want to bring this functionality, especially in our smaller and larger fans in some way. So what does this mean for us? We want to bring Modbus to every EC motor, to every controls or VFD in a standard. We want to increase the sensors where it's really where it brings a value for our customers. And we want to increase the analytics functions inside all of our products. So we don't want to, give our customers 100 different sensor values, but what we actually want is, give you 1, 2, or maybe 3 key KPIs, which really indicates let's say, the health status of a fan, and therefore bringing you very easy integratable warning or error functions. So overall, I would say our products become even more IoT ready and become more analytics capabilities.
So thank you for the insight into the future developments. Kai, what is out of your experience, expectation from the market in the next time? What new features, new functionalities are expected by our customers?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that the customer will challenge us more and more, because the demand of important values, motor values, and more analytics functions will definitely increase. Because the customer want to know what is going on in the motor, in their unit. Therefore, they need the values to do some comparisons or calculations. Another point will be that the customer want to come up with new innovations even faster to the market. And they expect the same from us. Therefore, we should be in close contact with the customer to figure out what are their requirements or what are the market requirements. Just then we are able to provide the best possible solution to the customer. But as already heard from Stephan, there are some ongoing projects at ZIEHL-ABEGG that will be prepared for the future.
Alfredo, from your experience with our key accounts, can you add some additional requirements you see there?
Mm-hmm. Well, yes. My experience with my customers is that they keep challenging us more and more, as just Kai mentioned. And I expect this trend to continue in the future because our customers, they see us as a technological leader. So they expect from us that we bring to the market more and more innovative products also in the directions of IoT and digitalization. So, for example, when I talk about future aspects like remaining service lifetime, you can perceive that there is a lot of excitement about these topics. So what I try to transmit to my customers is that it's really important to work closer to, especially when there is a design of a new equipment, the closer we work from the development phase, the more value we can bring and we can help them in the end to bring something unique to the market.
Okay. I hope we could show to you that we have what kind of technology and functionality we have in the meantime integrated in an EC fan. But what we have learned and what's our experience, that the market expect more than to have just a high performance, efficient and silent fan. It's also it's the complete environment around the product that needs to be also available. Means it needs tools to make an easy commissioning service of the product. And therefore, you need software tools like apps and so on. Therefore, we have some tools on hand already. We would like to show you with a presentation. Stephan, please.
Yes, so what we can offer so far are different kinds of software applications. We name them, or it's under the name ZAZ, and there are different versions of it. So, for example, we have a mobile app which is called ZAZ Mobile, as well as we have a desktop version which is called ZAZ Desktop for your notebook. So, for example, the ZAZ Mobile, what you see also on the presentation right now, offers an application for iOS and Android phones, which has been downloaded a few thousand times over the past year. And it really is a tool which gives you access to all the functionalities within our fans. So the tool gives you a dashboard, for example, to visualize all the sensor values in the way you like it, because you can configure it yourself. Also, it's a very easy tool for commissioning or configuration of the fans. So you get access to every Modbus register which is out there, and you can configure it, for example, a maximum speed or something, but whatever is required. The software itself, it's very easy to handle, so it's quite easy to search for surrounding Bluetooth devices, but on the same time, the security level is quite high because of course, also in refrigeration, we don't want anyone who is not who has not a right to access the fan should access the fan. So therefore, there are double authentication process where you need a PIN code as well as some data from the type plate, for example. Furthermore, this version also has some functionality to get access to a cloud, so it can be used also as a mobile cloud gateway.
You mentioned that the ZAZ mobile app is available for iOS and Android systems. Does this is available in standard app shops or?
Yeah, so it's you can download it in the worldwide iOS stores as well as the Google Play Store. And also, if, for example, if you don't have access to a Google store, you can also download it in the Amazon App Store.
Okay, you mentioned that we have two versions of the set available. We have the desktop version and the mobile app. Can you explain a little bit more in detail what are the difference between these two versions?
Yeah, so pretty much what I've explained to you earlier in for the mobile phone. So this is really dedicated for the mobile devices. like an iPhone or an iPad or any kind of tablet. On the other hand, the ZAZ desktop version is really made for a notebook application. Here you also have quite many functionalities which are highly used in production facilities, for example, or in development. So many customers, for example, they struggle with, auto addressing, for example. If you just imagine you have a chiller, 24 fans, you have to give them addresses. With this software, it's really, really easy. It's done within like 20 seconds. And you have all fans addressed. And this is the tool which is used in production, really. Maybe also what I would like to mention here is that all these tools have been developed in-house. So we have the knowledge and the know-how also to, for example, implement customer-specific functionality. So any customer can come up to us and ask us, hey, I really like this software function, but I need a little bit more. And then we are flexible to really implement it for the customer as well.
Thank you. Kai, we have seen that we have software tools available that gives us a lot of features to the customers. Can you explain us how the customers make use out of it?
Sure. More and more customers in Asia are using this ZAZ app because they recognized it is an easy way to check values like temperature, vibration, current, or change values like the speed from a certain distance, and it is not required to shut down the device, stop the motor, or be too close next to the motor. And therefore, ZAZ app has become a really important tool for the service teams to solve time, money.
Okay, thank you. Alfredo, do you can add some insights from the key accounts to how they make use out of this features?
Sure. Well, at least my customers, they love plug-and-play solutions. And I think this is not only my customers, this is something that we all see in general. Our customers, they want to reduce costs, and plug-and-play solutions are desired. And ZAZ goes exactly in this direction. I can give you, for example, a classic control. In the past, we had customers that were using 5-stage transformers for controlling the speed of the fans. And now with ZAZ, these customers, they can control the fans via Bluetooth. They can control the speed from 0 to 100% really easy. This is, for example, used in ventilation. This is a great example. In ventilation, you can reduce the cost by using ZAZ. But simplicity is not only the key of ZAZ. As Stephan mentioned, we can develop customer-specific apps, and especially OEM customers, they want more. And we feel comfortable with this because, as he said, we have developed this in-house and we have the know-how. So we are ready to bring either a standard solution or a customized solution. We have answer for all these customers.
Okay, thank you. You have seen there's a wide range how these software tools can be used for customers to make use out of it. But we are still in the discussion on the field level, means we are close to the fan, next to the fan. What does ZIEHL-ABEGG can offer in case you want to monitor your fan, your system, independent from your location and from your time. So on ISH 2019, we have presented the first time a pure digital product, the ZAbluegalaxy cloud platform. We not only invested in the, let's say, in the cloud platform, we also invested into the personal infrastructure. Means we hire people that gives us the chance to develop on a fast way, on a flexible way, customer-specific solutions. Because in this field, it's really important to react on the individual demands of customers in a fast way. We would like to bring to show you the status of the ZAbluegalaxy cloud platform. Stephan.
Yes, so further extending on what Moritz already said is that it's very important to be fast, flexible, and open to any kind of requirements. Therefore, we have developed an IoT platform which is open, scalable, and which is based on Microsoft Azure services and architecture. And we explicitly decided for such a large player in the field because we think Microsoft invests hundreds of millions of euros every year into the product, which brings out new functions, new innovations, and is really a big player in that field. So not only we as a cloud provider, but also our customers as a cloud user can really benefit from these kind of developments and innovations, so that we bring these innovations even further or faster to the market. Instead of, for example, developing a solution which is based in our own data center in Künzelsau, we think with this kind of solution we are right at the edge, state of the art, which brings us even further in the future. So the platform itself, you see all the points which are written down. Itself has a few functionalities like the connectivity component. So you can connect quite easy, standard kind of gateways to it. So we use here an open MQTT protocol, which is quite standard for the market and the application. We have the monitoring and dashboard functionality. So here you have the chance to look really, okay, what are customers doing in the field, or what is the device actually doing, and look at the device patterns itself. And this brings us to the analytics part, where we really can detect, device patterns and behaviors of the machines. And this is also a part where we want to focus for the next years as well, to really bring here leading edge technology into each of the devices and into the cloud. What is also really important when we're talking about key accounts, large OEMs, it is really important to open here on an open base with like REST API interfaces that we can cooperate on a next level. So of course we do lots of measurements for our customers, but really to cooperate, develop devices even further, I think these kind of cloud technologies are required. And of course, to manage all this, we have different kinds of services like device, user, organization, or alarm management. And to sum it up, of course, security capabilities are also really important to us. And here we build on a solid foundation.
Okay.
And furthermore, what is our goal? Is not only offering the cloud solution, but really be a one-stop solution provider for our customers. So based on our components, our high-efficient fans, intelligent fan systems, we offer functionality for that. We have solutions for the machine level to control maybe a whole device. And then on top of that, we have the cloud level where you can not only integrate the fans, but also the whole machine. And to top that, of course, we offer the software analytics functionality to really connect in all ways and be open to all other directions like control manufacturers, building management systems, or other cloud platforms.
You mentioned the interfaces in the ZAbluegalaxy to cooperate also with other systems. Can you give us a little bit more detailed insights? What will be possible there with these interfaces?
Yes, so earlier Alfredo, for example, mentioned once many of our large OEMs, key accounts, they really are going a step further in terms of predictive maintenance. And what is required from our side is to offer something like a remaining service life, for example. And these are functionalities which we want to give our customers through the cloud. And here we really want to get a cloud-to-cloud communication with our customers' existing systems, for example. And and here we have REST APIs where we can work with.
Okay, thank you. Before we give you now a live demonstration of the ZAbluegalaxy, I would like to ask the colleagues from the sales, what was the first reaction from our customers when they have seen this new product on the show in 2019 in Frankfurt? Alfredo, please.
Mm-hmm. Well, our customers were expecting very much the introduction of the platform ZAbluegalaxy. And there were many different questions, and in many different questions and many different directions. I can try to summarize a little bit what kind of questions they asked. They were mainly in 3 blocks. One block was the data security. Another block was about the network, how to do the setup. And the third block, I would say it was more about connectivity, what kind of devices you can implement into the ZAbluegalaxy. So first of all, regarding the data security, I told my customers, or customers in general, that you don't need to worry about data privacy or data security. The data is fully secured. We have a secured environment. The way we do this is because of the equipment which is on the field is only one-sided. This means that you cannot perform a classic control from the cloud, but you can only read and analyze the data from the cloud. By doing this, what we prevent is that unauthorized persons or even hackers can get into the cloud and disconnect the data. That's simply not possible. So once the security issue is clear for them, then we move to the network, how to do the setup. And here as well, I gave a pretty simple answer. It's not that difficult. It's pretty easy. You just need our EC fans or EC motors or a frequency inverter from our basic range. These products, they have the Modbus interface, which allows to read the data and transmit the data. So having the equipment, having a ZIEHL-ABEGG gateway and a internet connection, then you can do all the steps. You can read the data, you can transmit the data, and you can send it to the cloud for further analysis. So once it's clear the data privacy, security, and you have the network, then it comes the question, what kind of products can I put into the constellation of ZAbluegalaxy? And here the good thing about the platform is that we designed it in a way that is not only valid for ZIEHL-ABEGG products. The platform ZAbluegalaxy can also implement foreign equipment which is not from ZIEHL-ABEGG. For doing this as well, you just need first the internet connection, of course, but then you need equipment which has a valid interface like Modbus. And then, of course, the equipment needs to send relevant data which you want to analyze or read in the cloud. So all in all, during the exhibition and during the further meetings with customers, I believe we've been able to answer these questions, to understand the challenges from the customers, and to bring them to ZIEHL-ABEGG to help them to create a unique value proposition to the market, which can be either a standard solution or a customized solution. No matter which kind of solutions our customer needs, we can provide this.
Thank you, Alfredo, for this really deep insight in the experience you made with the ZAbluegalaxy in the first step. Kai, what was the reaction from our Asian customers to this new product?
Yes, we have shown the ZAbluegalaxy system the first time this year during the EGGX exhibition in India. For the most of the customers, the digital product was quite new, and therefore they expressed a lot of doubts to us. But some of the customers had a certain knowledge about it, and one of them customers already started to use ZAbluegalaxy, and the gateway is already dispatched. Besides this one customer in India, we have customers in Taiwan, Malaysia, and Thailand. They see the advantages of the system and want to go the digital way with us together. In my opinion, we have enormous added value for us and the customer. We assume that the cooperation and collaboration will be even stronger and the development times can be reduced. Possible warranty cases can be determined fast and easier, so the customer can reduce the cost level for service and warranty cases.
Okay. Now we want to make a jump from the theory to the practice and want to give you an insight in the live environment of the ZAbluegalaxy. Stephan, please.
Yeah, so you had a lot of theory now, so we jump right into the program and give you here some small insights. So the system is already running, so it's not in like any kind of development status. So it's a production system, I would say. So there are different kinds of use cases. What you can use it for, mainly for service technicians, or for if you really want to make your equipment connected. So on the top left, for example, you have the state of your customer in the field. You see, okay, if there is any warning or reds. On the top right, you see the different kinds of organization levels, what you have. And then on the bottom left, you have a map. You actually know, okay, where the device is located. On the bottom right, sorry, you actually have all the access points, what we call them, the gateways, which are then connected to either a single machine or multiple machines. And then on the bottom, you have like kind of statistic values, as well as like state overview over a certain period of time. So if we want to jump in to a device, I'll just select this one, for example. So you see, all right, there is one device or one gateway, which is connected to 2 fans. So this is, for example, an evaporator operating in a refrigeration warehouse. And it's really easy. If you click on telemetry, then the system looks for the data, and then we can check the last day, the last weeks, the last year, and see, okay, how was the device actually operated. So in this case, you see, okay, in the evening it was not operating on speed, but then they turned on and turned off the devices from time to time. You can monitor pretty much all kinds of sensor values. So whatever I select up here is then shown in the menu. To show you also a little bit around it, there's on the left-hand side, there's the menu where you get access to all the different functionalities which I have talked about earlier, like dashboard, the product management, the customer management, the user management, the device management, as well as the alert management. And especially the alert management is a really, really nice tool, which can be used for, installers, service technicians, and that kind. So here you can really create your own alarms for each kind of sensor value, depending on your application, for example, and the customer, what you actually want to focus on. And according to that, for example, if you have, a sales technician in, I don't know, in south of Germany or anywhere else in the world, you can say, okay, these machines will be in south of Germany, and I want the technician to be contacted by email, SMS, or a push notification on the phone if there is anything going wrong. So this tool can really be used for, installers and so on. And we want to give this tool, so we don't want to use it ourselves. So we want to give this tool into the hands of our OEMs so that they can create an additional benefit for their use and save on, service, save on cost, and so on. And also at the same time get their machines really connected and get to the next level of IoT.
Okay, thank you for this interesting insight into the live environment of the ZAbluegalaxy. I think a lot of people are asking now, okay, I can connect new products to the ZAbluegalaxy. What is with existing installations? Is there also a way to bring them to the cloud?
Yes, so for us, if it's a greenfield or brownfield application, it doesn't really matter. What is really important for us is that we have gateways which are connected to the fans or to the control system, whatever is out there, because of course we don't have a direct internet connection in our fans. So in that said, yes, it is possible to also connect old installations. Maybe in some time we have to also add maybe a communication module to existing ZIEHL-ABEGG fans out there, but this is quite easy to do.
Okay, let's have a view to the chat, to your questions. And there's a question from the chat. Does ZIEHL-ABEGG have also plans to develop really predictive maintenance solutions? Stephan, I think that's a question for you.
Yeah, I think we already elaborated on that a little bit previously. So when I showed the picture where I showed all the sensor values which are available in the ZIEHL-ABEGG fan, so already today you can get the vibration of the fan, for example, out of the system. So we have the possibility to get RMS values of the X, Y, and Z axis, and according to that, you could, for example, already create, warnings, alerts, whatsoever. That you enable yourself to really do the predictive maintenance. Even further in the future, I think it will be even more, but already today we have many functions.
Okay, another question coming from the chat. Can I use Bluetooth and Modbus at the same time?
Yes, I guess I also answer. So here, yes, of course, this is also possible. So you can, on the one hand side, use the Modbus interface. On the other hand side, you just plug in the stick when it's not plugged in, and you can use it at the same time.
Okay, thank you. We get a lot of technical questions from the chat, so I think Stephan is the right person to answer this. Another question, is it possible to read out data with Modbus, but control the fan with an analog signal?
Yeah, actually in some environments where customers don't really trust the Modbus communication so far, this is actually done quite often. So they control the fan by a 0 to 10 volt signal, but on the other hand side, they want to get the data out of the fan. So they use the Modbus additionally to, for example, draw some data out of it.
Another question for you, Stephan. Also related to the ZAbluegalaxy cloud platform. Can I insert customers on my own in the ZAbluegalaxy, or only ZIEHL-ABEGG can do the customer management?
No, so, yes, depending on the question. So yes, you can create your own customers in the system. So we just give you the toolbox and you can use the toolbox. What's also possible, you can use it really as your tool. It's you can label it also in your design and add your customers in it.
Okay, thank you for your explanations. Now we are coming already close to the end of this round table. I hope we could give you an interesting insight in the world of intelligent and digital fan solutions. I would like to thank you for your attention. I would like to say thank you to the team here. If you have any further questions, you can get in contact with us via the Chillventa eSpecial platform on the next day. And I would like to wish you a successful rest of the Chillventa eSpecial, and goodbye.